If the governor is walking out
Yes, sir.
and there is no communication, then you tell me, give me two concrete steps, what can be done to appoint a governor in such a way that it does not become a matter of controversy.
You have opted for police service as a first choice.
Yes, sir.
Now, how do you explain this?
Is there a distinction between privatization, disinvestment, closure, strategic merger? Just very briefly on each of this.
Come.
Jain, sir.
Shivachandran, come.
Yes, sir.
Come. Have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Have a seat. We are very happy to have you. And your subject is commerce. Your general category and your main subject is commerce.
Yes, sir.
So you are BCom or
And chartered accountant and company secretary, sir.
explosive combination. Great. Tell us then 4 or 5 sentences about yourself, other than what we already said.
Yes, sir. So I'm born and brought up in Chennai, sir. After finishing my graduation and my professional courses, I was practicing as a chartered accountant full-time for 2 years. Then I started freelancing as a chartered accountant, sir. My hobbies include rowing, endurance running, and reading non-fiction espionage books. Then, sir, my parents are in the finance profession and my brother is in the Indian Army, sir.
Finance profession,
Yes,
what
sir.
does it mean?
Yes, sir. So my father is a chartered accountant and my mother is a financial consultant, sir.
Shivachandran,
Yes, sir.
role of the governor has become very controversial nowadays,
Yes, sir.
particularly
in Tamil Nadu.
particularly in Tamil Nadu. So you tell me, how can this problem be solved? What can be done?
Sir, the problem currently is, sir, it is existing only in the states wherein the party in power in the state is different from party in power in the center, sir. Sir, there is a deep distrust between the governor. The main would be for both the chief minister and governor to engage in meaningful consultations and uphold the highest traditions of democracy, wherein problems and criticisms are not made public and they build a consensus before going public with any issues, sir.
But with the present state of relationship in Tamil Nadu,
Yes, sir.
when the governor, you are aware of the recent controversy?
Yes, sir.
What was the recent controversy?
Sir, it was regarding the playing of national anthem during the governor's address.
So if the governor is walking out
Yes, sir.
and there is no communication, then you tell me, give me two concrete steps, what can be done to appoint a governor in such a way that it does not become a matter of controversy.
Yes, sir. Sir, the first thing would be, sir, before appointing a governor, there can be a consultative process wherein the central government consults with the state government before going in for appointment, and also the Punchi Commission recommendations can be followed, sir, wherein governor from outside the state and who is not closely linked with the political activities can be appointed as a governor, sir, so that there is no bias and there is
But
impartiality.
all of these things are there in Tamil Nadu today. The person is from outside the state, he is a non-political person,
Yes, sir.
but still is not functioning.
Yes, sir. Maybe it is a one-off incident, sir. It can be resolved through negotiations, or if things don't work out, sir, the central government can think of replacing the governor by another governor, sir.
Okay, let's move to another topic.
Yes, sir.
National Financial Reporting Authority was set up.
Yes, sir.
What was the aim of setting up of this?
Yes, sir. The National Financial Reporting Authority, in short, NFRA, it was a statutory body under Section 132 of the Companies Act, sir. It was originally brought in to make recommendations to central government about the accounting standards and the standards on auditing to regulate the auditing profession, sir. They are also responsible for ensuring and monitoring that the standards of auditing that are being followed by the auditors in the audit of public listed companies.
It came up only in 2018.
Yes, sir.
What was the trigger? What was the environment? What were the issues that compelled the government to set up something like this?
Yes, sir. There were multiple corporate scandals, sir, wherein, despite the problem being with mismanagement, auditors too had
Can you give some examples?
Yes, sir. The first major one was the 2008 Satyam scandal, wherein it was found that the PricewaterhouseCoopers, the audit firm of the company, had for long been complicit in the mismanagement by Mr. Ramalinga Raju, sir, the chief of the company.
But that's long time back. Something more recent.
Sir, okay, with respect to setting up recently, it is the IL&FS scam, sir, which came up recently, wherein it was found that the auditors Deloitte.
No, I'm talking about the auditing firms. This is basically a check on the auditing firms.
Yes, sir.
What was happening there?
Yes, sir. One thing was that there was lack of oversight from the audit firm, sir. This IL&FS scam, it was found that the auditors of the company Deloitte Haskins and Sells, they hadn't conducted their due diligence properly, and they also didn't make proper statements, timely statements to the public, sir. So
Okay, let's move to the last topic.
Yes,
That
sir.
is Indo-Pacific region.
yes, sir.
Can you explain very briefly in two lines what is India's policy in the Indo-Pacific region?
Yes, sir. Sir, India wants to build a stable Indo-Pacific, which is free, open, and inclusive for all the
Can
states.
you explain this word? Free, open, and what was the third word?
Inclusive, sir.
Inclusive.
Yes, sir.
Please explain it.
Sir, free in the sense all the countries are able to use the resources of the Indo-Pacific. Open and free, I feel, are synonymous, sir. And coming to the last one, inclusive, wherein all the countries get a fair chance. All the countries have equal chance of sharing the resources of the region, sir. It can also be seen as indirect strategy to counter Chinese aggression in the region, such as the 9-line controversy. And
Have you missed something? Free, open, what you said, inclusive.
And inclusive in-
There's one more key word you have missed. Have you heard of rule-based?
yes, sir.
What is the meaning of rule-based here?
Yes, sir. So, sir, we have Global Committee of Nations, wherein we have an international rules-based order, sir, which governs the conduct of nations in relation to other nations, sir.
What is that convention on laws or conventions or law regarding the
Nations
Convention
on Laws of
seas
Yes, sir. UN clause.
unclause?
Yes, sir. And the body.
Thank you.
responsible-
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
Uh, I've been seeing your DAF and you have mentioned that many people rowing and the regatta.
Yes, sir.
What does regatta mean?
So, regatta is a rowing competition, sir. That is the terminology used for signifying rowing races, sir.
Do you know of a club in the country where this is an annual regattas they have?
Yes, sir.
Where is that?
Yes, sir. So prominently, sir, there are two major and old clubs. One is the Calcutta Rowing Club, and the other one is the Madras Boat Club, sir. And I'm affiliated to the Madras Boat Club. So Madras Boat Club, every year they conduct a regatta. So it is both bilateral and multilateral, sir. Bilateral regattas happen between Madras Boat Club, Calcutta Rowing Club, Madras Boat Club, and Colombo Rowing Club. And also there was regatta between Madras and Karachi. But due to bilateral problems, it had to be suspended, sir.
But anyhow, do you have an idea about the Nainital Rowing Club? Nainital Boathouse Club?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
Not much. They also hold annual regattas,
Okay.
and that's for more than a century.
Oh, that's
But anyhow, right.
sorry, I didn't know that, sir.
Now, I'm told that in the south, and that too in Tamil Nadu, the civil servants, they are highly respected. I've also been seeing your options. You have opted for police service as a first choice.
Yes, sir.
Now, how do you explain this?
Yes, sir. My objective of deciding to pursue a career in the civil services, especially the police services, was triggered by the spark when in one of the school assemblies we were introduced to Shri Vijay Kumar IPS, sir. So that was the time when the Veerappan controversy was fresh, when he had been shot dead. So at that point onwards, I had some sort of interest in the security forces, and I started reading books on security forces about our own country as well as about foreign countries. That was enthralling, and as I got more and more matured, I finally decided that my career should be in the police services, sir.
And let's talk in terms of South Korea,
Yes, sir.
the president was impeached,
Yes, sir.
and thereafter he had to be subjected to investigation.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any idea about what has happened now?
Yes, sir. Yesterday, sir, actually on 3rd of Jan, the police investigators, they tried to arrest the president because they got an arrest warrant, but they were unable to do so because the presidential guards prevented them from doing so. Yesterday, they had a more coordinated approach and they were successful in arresting the president.
What has happened after that?
Sorry, sir, I'm not updated on that.
You're not updated enough.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Now you have mentioned that. Strategic, corporate restructuring
Yes, sir.
has been one of your subject.
Yes, sir.
What sort of restructuring would you like to do in the government sector? Do you have some idea about how the government sector operates?
Yes, sir.
Then let us say what sort of restructuring would you like to do in for the civil services.
Yes, sir. So there are a few points, sir. Sir, one would be with respect to rationalization of all the bureaucratic procedures. Currently, they have introduced the Department of Government Efficiency in US. On the similar lines, we already have the Departments of Administrative Reforms. We can strengthen it so that all the procedures can be rationalized, sir. Then there could be departments which are currently not efficiently put to use, sir, which can be merged with the existing departments so that duplicity of resources and efforts can be managed. Sir, then the third thing is that we can strengthen our vigilance mechanisms so that all our transactions are properly vetted and carried forward, sir.
You also mentioned strategic financial management.
Yes, sir.
Now, how do you bring that about in government? What are the areas that could be looked into?
Yes, sir. Sir, in government, the government spends lakhs of crores of rupees every year, both on social welfare schemes and also for funding and also as assistance to the other countries. Sir, if we can bring proper strategic financial management, we can ensure that all these resources are properly employed in the right place so that the government is able to get positive returns on the same, sir. In the private sector, the returns would more be associated with monetary terms, but in the government sector, we can have a social strategic financial management wherein both economic as well as social factors can be considered to ensure positive returns to the government, sir.
Then you have mentioned about what happened with Yes Bank, and is it now in proper shape?
Yes, sir. Sir, S Bank, it was caught in a scandal like a few years back. It was more related to mismanagement by its chairman, who was associated with the bank for too long time, sir. And he started running it as a family business, even though the interest of depositors, lakhs of depositors were concerned. So the RBI stepped in, suspended the board, and now State Bank of India has a major stake in the S Bank, where they are providing technical advisory to the bank concerned, sir.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now which is the most helpful indicator to get into the share market? I mean, to buy either a primary or a secondary share. Is it the EPS or the P ratio or the GMP?
Yes, sir. There are different strategies, sir. In order to go for a longer term growth and to have the least returns and get the maximum returns, we can look in for the book to market ratio, sir. There are certain shares which are totally undervalued with respect to their book value. For example, the book value could be close to 100, the actual asset value, but then the market value will be 70, 75. The reason being that is that the sentiment towards the company may not have been positive, but all of a sudden some FII may target the company. They may start the acquisition process, which will lead to the shares being more visible to the investor, and more money will come into the market for that particular share. So this can help us earn returns up to 150 to 100% in a short period of time.
Is there a distinction between privatization, disinvestment, closure, strategic merger? Just very briefly on each of this.
Yes, sir. Sir, Privatization involves an act wherein we disinvest the stakes in the company to
How
the
much?
extent of 51%,
Okay.
so that the private
It
sector
goes below 50 and therefore
Yes,
it
sir.
is no more. Okay.
Yes, sir. When the private sector gets 51%, and disinvestment is a situation which can happen less than 51%, even 10%, which is a kind of token disinvestment, sir. Then, sir, merger is a situation wherein two companies come together, to form a new company, and the identity of the older company is lost, sir.
And closure?
Sir, closure, it amounts to winding up of the operations of the business, wherein we liquidate the assets and pay off all the liabilities using the assets of the company, sir.
So nothing remains with the parent?
Sir, if they are the shareholders, after paying off the debts, if any fund is left, that would be remitted to the shareholders, sir, the parent, either the individual or the company, sir.
Okay, now tell me, which is the method of costing? In method of costing, what is the process? Method of costing process, what is it?
Sir, costing, yes, sir. Sir, costing is about determining the cost of products which is being manufactured or the services that are being rendered, sir. There are different methods of costing. When it comes to manufacturing entities, we have process costing in case of manufacturing industries which have process-based manufacturing. Then we have job costing for those entities which have customized manufacturing process. When it comes to the service sector, sir, we have something called as the operating costing, which determines the cost based upon the services that is being rendered.
Okay. Which areas has Government of India decided to retain in the CPSEs?
Sir, they have mentioned it as a strategic areas such as banking, financial sector, the defense sector.
But will the banks be construed as CPSE?
Yes, sir, they can be, sir, because the central government owns more than 50% stake in
But
certain
are
banks.
there central public sector enterprise?
Yes, sir. My understanding of CPSEs is that if the central government has more than 51% stake in a corporation, it
In
becomes
a corporation?
Yes,
But
sir.
is banks a corporation?
Yes, sir, it is, sir.
All banks?
Almost, sir. There are few
Almost,
banks
okay.
which are
Just
cooperative.
last two questions.
Yes, sir.
What is it? How many schedules of CPSEs can you think of?
Sir, I don't remember it clearly, sir. I'm unable to recollect it. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay, it's okay. Is there a difference between Maharatna and Navratna?
Yes, sir. There is, sir. There is difference. There are few parameters.
It's okay. My last question to you.
Yes, sir.
Is there a 360-degree feedback mechanism in companies?
Yes, sir. The concept it is quite new, sir. In certain companies, the proactive companies are adopting them, wherein they get feedback from all the stakeholders, not only from the superiors but also from the subordinates, from the peers, from the customers as well. It helps.
Has it run into some difficulty?
Sir, with a specific context, I'm not aware, sir. But generally, sir, 360-degree feedback has some problems because the rate at times we also take feedback from the customers. They don't know the parameters for providing. Thank you, sir.
While my colleague was discussing the differences between governor and CM,
Yes, sir.
you said the central government can remove the governor.
Sir.
Should I take it that you are a DMK man?
So definitely not, sir. I'm an Indian, sir.
Then justify.
Sir, ultimately, sir, what is important is the stability of our political systems, and people should have confidence in the democratic institutions that are working, sir. The constant tussle between the governor and the state chief minister, it is putting all the institutions in bad light.
But it is not desirable, agree.
Yes, sir.
But why do you think it is the governor at fault?
Sir, not necessarily, sir. Since in a democratic country, the people's will should prevail, it is not possible to remove the CM at present. Maybe in the
In a way, governor also is the people's will because he is appointed by the central government. He is not appointed by me and you.
Yes, sir. Since like it goes through multiple channels, the will may get filtered, sir. But when it comes to the CM or the Prime Minister,
okay. For example, if it were Mrs. Gandhi, she might have dismissed the Tamil Nadu government if it were a serious matter.
Maybe, sir.
But you won't be happy at that, or will you be happy?
Sir, wherever, sir, be it the government of Tamil Nadu or government of any state, the ultimate will of people should prevail, sir. That is our
State people or the Indian people?
Indian people, sir.
Okay, fine. I will ask you, you are fond of some police officers.
Yes,
Have you heard of Anup Jaiswal?
Yes, sir. I have heard about, sir. Yes, sir.
In which context?
Sir, actually, I read a book about Anup Jaiswal, sir, recently, which details about his experiences as a superintendent of police in the
Just
district of-
describe an incident from that book. What is the title?
Sir, if it has been quite some time. If I remember it correct, it is Tuticorin, the crime capital of Tamil Nadu, sir.
Okay. Just do you remember any instance from that?
Yes, sir, I do remember, sir. In the instance, sir, there was a clash between two villages, one a fisherman village and one a village wherein backward classes, the scheduled caste people, the people from scheduled caste were there. And when Anup Jaiswal, sir, went to the fisherman village, he was apprehended by them and he was kept under arrest by the people. So, sir reacted in a calm manner. He asked his a personal security officer to leave him and to go to the nearest police outpost and ask them to check if the issue has been resolved between the scheduled caste people and the fishermen people. And when he was there under arrest, he built a good rapport with the fishermen. He inquired about their well-being status, and in the future, he leveraged it for controlling crime in that part of the district, sir.
Is it the same incident where many scheduled caste people were wiped out, killed by the fishermen?
Yes, sir. In one such incident, there was a big issue.
Quite
Yes.
a few of them.
Yes, sir. A few of them.
Not this incident where he was kept under.
Not, sir, not this one. It happened much later after this incident, sir. So, wherein they had to put curfews, they had to close down the highways and so on. So.
Some highways were closed.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Good. You will be a big asset to Indian police.
Thank you, sir.
Wherever you go, I can make it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. What are the recent changes in the Indian Penal Code?
Yes, sir.
And what is the new name?
Sir, the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanithan, sir. The Bharatiya Nyaya Sanithan, BNS, has replaced IPC, sir.
Okay. What are the recent changes, I said?
The important changes.
Contents.
Yes, sir.
Not name is just a nominal change.
Yes, sir. Sir, some of the provisions have been continued as they are with changes in the section.
Not from many.
Yes, sir.
What are the changes I am asking? I am not asking about the continuing of the provisions.
Yes, sir. Sir, I
If you don't remember, forget
I
it.
remember, sir.
What about CRPC? Any changes?
Yes, sir. With respect to certain bail provisions, changes have been brought in, sir. But I'm not very clear on that. But IPC, there are a few changes which I remember, sir.
Tell
Yes,
me.
sir. Sir, section 111 has been brought in, sir. It pertains to organized crimes. Earlier in the IPC, there was no definition of what organized crime was about. Then in IPC, there was section 124A, which talks about sedition, and the title of the section was sedition. But in the current BNS, sir, though the wordings appear similar, but the contents have been changed, sir. So 124A has been converted to 152, sir. And 152 has more safeguards associated with arresting a person on grounds of sedition.
Any changes in CRPC? Let me ask, say, about the time limit for finalizing a case at the session level?
Yes, sir. They have changed it, but I don't remember the exact time.
There is a
45
time limit set after hearing the arguments.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Does it remind you something?
Sorry, sir. I read it somewhere, but I don't remember it very clearly so that I can explain it.
Then Evidence Act?
Evidence Act, yes, sir. There have been changes in the Evidence Act as well. It is renamed as Bharatiya Shakshya Adhiniyam. One major change is with respect to the acceptability of digital evidences, sir. And the second thing,
Correct.
And second thing is with respect to trying of a case in absentia. Earlier, a person had to be present for trying him in a trial, but now the presence is not required. It can help the prosecution strengthen their case against fugitive offenders.
In some of the changes, police power have been affected in detention of the person concerned. Do you recall anything? police powers have been
Sorry, sir.
modified, and they have been given more powers. Don't bother.
Sorry, sir.
Tell me, if there is a war between India and China, what will be the scenario in your opinion?
Sir, firstly, sir, the war between India and China, full blown out war, is an unlikely situation, sir, because both
Suppose there is.
suppose there is, sir, both the countries have sufficient firepower wherein they can deter each other. It would only be a low scale conflict.
Still, suppose there is, despite deterrence.
Despite deterrence, sir,
It will be conventional war, obviously, it cannot be atomic, because deterrence will work on the atomic level.
yes, sir.
But conventional can take place.
Yes, sir. But the fear of use of atomic weapons itself will deter the nation.
If it were if what you said was correct, there will be no war between Russia and Ukraine, because US might have given them atomic weapons
Yes, sir.
if it were so easy.
Yes, sir. But in such a case, sir, I feel that the apprehension was that the US coming into the conflict.
No, but don't go into that. Come into India versus China.
Yes, sir.
Don't shy away.
Yes, sir. In the conventional warfare, it would ultimately result in a stalemate, sir, because India has the sufficient firepower in order to stall China, and also India has global support, sir. Be it in terms of the current growing bonhomie between India and US, and also the evergreen partnership with Russia. So all these factors will ensure that India has a good leverage in.
But it is the same US which is inspiring some anti-government acts in India, and it is also inspiring the Bangladesh interim government
Yes, sir.
to act against India.
Yes, sir.
It is the same US.
Yes, sir.
Do you think they will come to India's assistance?
Possibly, sir, because historically there was a situation where there were two fronts India was facing. One on one front, with the front of Pakistan, the US, the intelligence agencies of US were staunchly supporting the ISI in propping up the Khalistani issue, sir. In the western front, when it came to the eastern front, there was collaboration between the CIA in the research and analysis wing in establishing sensors in the high altitude regions and.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Now we give you our assessment to you.
Yes.
This you will get anyway, so
Okay.
you go through this and make a assessment yourself.
Yes, sir.
In our opinion, you have a good expression.
Thank you, sir.
First of all, you have a good personality, tall and impressive, and you have a good expression. You are quite knowledgeable. So we rate you very high on that level. And please don't make definite statement like there will be no war between India and China.
Okay,
There
sir.
can be war,
Mm.
because see, there were indications that India and China were about to settle the border dispute. There were indications, and both sides had issued statement, including Foreign Ministry spokesman of China.
Yes, sir.
But then came the announcement of a big
Galvan.
dam on Brahmaputra without consulting either Bangladesh or India.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no secret that it secretly keeps, it keeps supporting Pakistan in terms of modern weapons, including the Generation 5 fighters. China is very highly developed in military equipments. Their only weakness is that their fighters, their army is not experienced in war.
Yes.
But then, have you heard of Sun Tzu, who wrote Art of War
Yes, sir.
in 7th century or very old days, and they gave some advice. Chinese are very possessive about their philosophers. So they may go by Sun Tzu
Yes, sir.
advice. How do you spell it? Sun.
See, T Z T.
S-U-N and T-Z-U.
Yes, sir.
Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu. There are some indications that Chinese may have inspiration to attack India.
Understand.
See, Galwan, they did after a lapse of more than 25 years. They didn't use arms. Be careful. So, technically, they did not violate the agreement, but they killed 20 of India's. That's another matter that Indians also killed more. But don't trust China ever. Don't trust Pakistan ever. Thank you, Professor.
Mr. Shivachandran,
Sir.
we discussed few issues. My aim was to see how deeply you understand some of these issues which are in the news. So you did have broad ideas, but
Thank you, sir.
that cutting edge was missing. So think on these issues.
Yes,
the
sir.
role of governor today, very important in context of Tamil Nadu.
Yes, sir.
Then there have been recent examples of governor resigning and rejoining parties, political party. So what can be the way out? So have a, enlightened viewpoint.
Yes, sir.
All right, because governor is also a constitutional post. It has a certain role to play.
True, sir.
Yes.
And any possible solutions for this issue?
Let him finish,
Yes,
please.
So for a chief minister to get into a verbal spat and is not going to work out.
True, sir.
There is a very well laid out power of the governor. All right. So you think on that, read, of course, Sarkariya Commission you did mention, but you didn't say Sarkariya Commission.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then National Financial Reporting Authority, I was looking for one word which you didn't utter. That was, conflict of interest. That was the key problem with the big four, auditing firms in India. They were auditing it also. They were even advisor to it. So that has compelled the government to come out with these kind of very strict laws. Okay, read up on that.
Yes,
You come
sir.
from that background. And Indo-Pacific, well, you were correct, but do more reading.
Yes, sir.
I think there are more probing questions can be asked. Whether we should go into that area, whether we should provoke China, what is in our interest, so on and so forth. All right.
Yes, sir.
So I would suggest that look at your DAF. You don't have too much of time, but it's on 21st of
March.
March.
Thank you.
You have 21st of March. So you do have some time.
Yes, sir.
So look at your DAF. Look at your subject. Look at the various big events that are taking place. The government decision making. India and its neighborhood. Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, new Trump administration. What are the challenges? West Asia. How has it impacted India? What are our national interests in that region? And make bullet points note. 40, 50, 60 issues. And make bullet points note. And pick up some issues from your field, chartered accountancy. There are a number of issues.
Yes, sir.
And make bullet points notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and see what are the challenges in those issues. What can be the possible solution? You must always have some solutions in your mind. Remember, they will be seeking to understand whether you are a solution provider or you are a person who is a normal person.
No, or you are a problem provider.
You are a problem. You highlight the problem. But do you look at the other side of the coin?
Solutions.
Okay. And then what is your opinion, which should be balanced? Okay. And it should show that you are a young, innovative young man that can be recommended. All right. If you do that, you will do well. Thanks.
So, Shiva, I could put to you questions on CA, on your commerce. Two observations I have to make. One is that the CPSCs, you must again go through them.
Yes, sir. I
The nuances. And particularly I asked you about the 4 schedules. There are 4 of them. You know them up. You can just brush them up. You must be knowing them. And the selection process distinctions that it has, the 4 schedules have all selection process is different for the boards in all of them. Except that in Schedule A, that's the only one where it has a E9 post. That's the only company which has a E9 post, that is executive director at level 9. So that you must, in their selection process, how they are categorized, how they are scheduled, how the schedule moves. They can move from C to B or B to A. What is the distinction? And lastly, ease of doing business. I should have put you questions on that. What distinction? What is it that the Companies Act 2020 has brought about in ease of doing business? Can you just briefly mention just one point that it has brought about?
Yes, sir. Sir, it has allowed the digital solutions. One is with respect to conduct of board meetings through the...
The most important thing, that winding up of a company is become very simple now.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, withdrawal of that was difficult, and that was what was keeping the companies away from the... So, that's about all. Just read through them.
Yes, sir.
Actually, where in your view did you blunder during the previous interview?
I maybe portrayed a picture that I'm a too nervous and anxious person, because I think I spoke too fast in the interview, and I said a few questions I couldn't answer, which I went forward answering it, but went wrong with respect to those questions, sir. So that I think hit my chances.
Sir, I have a feeling verbosity, I think perhaps the impression that would come over to the board is that perhaps he wants to, because of his articulation, that they may be thinking that perhaps the board may be feeling a bit offended also. So he has to go a bit slow. That's what I was thinking about, sir. But you maybe have your own thoughts about this.
I don't think if someone speaks fast, it is too much a disqualification. It is a negative point, no doubt, to some extent.
Yes, sir.
But then it is not an offense on board in any case.
Maybe that one.
Did you speak anything about your DMK?
No, sir.
No, I'm just I'm serious about it.
Yes, sir. Actually, there was no
There was
questions,
no discussion.
No
Generally, no political questions. are
one
by and
question
large,
was asked.
by and
They asked me regarding why do actors succeed in Tamil Nadu politics. So that was the question related to politics.
What did you answer?
I said that it all started with Mr. M.G. Ramachandran. So on all his films, he used to act
No,
like
even Karunanidhi came from films.
films, but then he was a film writer.
Actor, he was not.
And he was right.
Fine.
So,
Please continue.
So that is one area perhaps you could go slightly slow in
Yes, sir.
your articulation, slightly slow.
Sure, sir.
So that perhaps the impression that you could be somehow creating, so you are able to create a slightly more appropriate, I would not say correct, but more appropriate.
And also, I couldn't smile in the board, sir, that day.
Smiling is
a bit serious.
That may that may give an impression that he is nervous.
Quite right. So
That is possible.
So that is one area. Another area is, since you have opted for police as the first choice, that opens up the police platform, as simple as that. So think about variety of issues pertaining to police.
Yes, sir.
Not necessarily that they may ask you, but it's always
It is most likely.
It's most likely.
Yes, sir.
And sir asked you, especially in terms of
Anup Jaiswal.
Anup Jaiswal, he also asked you in fact, where your knowledge was perhaps lacking. I mean, that's the word. Now, a person who wants to come to the police, so he should have not exactly the articles, but the ethos of the new Sahitas.
The fundamentals. Yes.
That I think is very important.
Some and substance of the change amendments that have been made. Some of them are substantial, by the way.
Yes, sir.
And then that also opens up to a lot of reforms, reforms within the within the police and the, not exactly judiciary, but the criminal administration system, So be very clear about that. You've got a lot of time.
Yes, sir.
And sir has already told you that you must make
Notes on
notes. See, actually what happens, sometimes overconfidence lets us down.
Yes,
Hum to kar hi lenge.
True.
And I was seeing academic credentials also is of a very high order.
Thank you.
So that problem always comes up with people who tend to be too bright, So we would rather ask you not to rest on laurels, but to make meticulous preparation.
I understand.
That will really help you out.
Yes, sir.
And then, of course, on the what you call on the current affairs, I did ask you about South Korea, etc. And there will be other issues which will be cropping up from time to time. Older ones can be set aside, but the newer ones will have to be focused upon, not
Yes, sir.
without forgetting what has happened
Old
in recent
ones.
times. So that also you prepare,
Yes,
and sir will always tell you how to, especially how to go about the news and the analysis of too many analysis of the news. That I think will be very, very important.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you are. We always hope and we trust that you do fantastically well in the
Thank you,
interview,
sir. Thank you so much.
sir.
Go ahead. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Next time you'll make it.
Thank you, sir. Jain, sir. Thank you, sir.
Endurance will be tested.
Thank you, sir.